was only walking through your neighborhood, saw you light on honey in the cold. I stood. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. I've been getting used to waking up with you. I've been getting used to waking up here. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you are. There you are. There you are. You're the fire and the flood, and I always feel you in my blood. Everything is fine when your head's resting next to mine, next to mine. You're the fire and the flood. I feel a lightness in my step. You're miles away, but I still feel you. Anywhere I go, there you are. Anywhere I go, there you
are. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life.
Good afternoon and welcome, family and friends. My name is Rhiannon and this is Carly, and we are the authorised civil celebrants here to make Emma and Samuel's relationship legal and official. Before we proceed, I would like to kindly ask the parents of Emma and Samuel to please rise.
Samuel, I'm so happy to be standing here today becoming your wife. You are my best friend, my supporter, lover and my rock.
I, Samuel James Joshua Perry, take you, Emma Nicole Dradowich, to be my lawful wedded wife. I will be there with you through the silly times and the stinky times, which on occasions are the same times. Most of all, I vow to love you for the rest of my life.
With all that I am, with all that I have, I honour you as my husband forevermore.
All that I am, with all that I have, I honour you as my wife forevermore.
In the presence of all of you here, it gives me great pleasure to declare you, Samuel and Emma, husband and wife. Sam, you may now kiss that beautiful wife of yours.
I've been waiting for you to come around and tell me the truth about everything that you're going through. My girl, you've got nothing to lose. Cold nights and the Sunday mornings on your way and out of the grave. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. I've been dreaming about us, working hard and saving it up. We'll go and see the man on the moon.
G'day everyone, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Rob Dradowich. I'm the father of the bride. This is my wife, Nicole. When I first met Sam, he was sitting in my spot on the couch. So thank you. Can I ask you all to be upstanding? Charge your glasses. To the bride and groom, Emma and Sam.
Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. My girl, my girl. It takes one hot second to turn it around. It takes one hot second to turn it around. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Crowded town, silent bed, pick a place to rest your head. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl. I've got time, I've got love, got confidence, you rise above. Give me a minute to hold my girl. Give me a minute to hold my girl.
Good afternoon and welcome, family and friends. My name is Rhiannon and this is Carly, and we are the authorised civil celebrants here to make Emma and Samuel's relationship legal and official. On behalf of this beautiful couple, we welcome and thank you all for gathering here on this perfect day at this amazing property at the Brandy Creek Estate to witness their marriage ceremony. What a beautiful place to come together. You're all in for a real treat of a night. And the fact that you have all travelled here today is a testament to the amazing amount of love and support these two people have. Before we proceed, I would like to kindly ask the parents of Emma and Samuel to please rise. Now, the marriage of Emma and Samuel brings together two different families, two unique storylines, so a new chapter in their lives can begin to unfold. Though this relationship was formed out of love, these two have found in each other. Their marriage will ultimately be blessed by the support of their families. So I ask you all, do you pledge to honour and support them in their marriage? We do. Excellent, good answer. Thank you. Please be seated. We would like to mention Brock and Molly, who due to travel restrictions couldn't make it over from New Zealand. We would also like to acknowledge the loving memory of Sam's mother Linda, who is no longer with us. The ones we love never go away. They walk beside you even on this day, unseen, unheard, yet always near, still loved, still missed, and very, very dear. Now, each of you who are here today, have been asked not only to witness Emma and Sam's commitment to each other, but also to wish them every happiness in their lives together. We are called to celebrate their happiness, but they ask you, as their closest family and friends, to be there and help them in times of trouble, be patient when they make mistakes, and remember them in our thoughts. And I'm here, we're all here, to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't always happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you for the first time, moving in together, getting engaged, going on big adventurous holidays. But mostly it's the million little ones that come in between these big moments. Falling asleep next to one another, going on drives, listening to music, hanging at the local football and netball club, going on little trips to Inverloch, spending time with family and friends, and getting that big hug when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try to describe it. And that's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt and not described. So please take a moment, everyone here, and enjoy the special feeling we all have today witnessing these two amazing people be married.
Now, I'm sure everybody here in the crowd can 100% agree that Emma looks absolutely stunning today. And now this beautiful girl is being supported today and every day by her stellar lineup, her maid of honour Chloe. Now, Emma and Chloe used to call each other infinity friends when they first met back in prep and grade 1. They've been best friends ever since. Chloe is a sister Emma never had. We have Taylor, who Chloe met a few years ago when Emma started dating Sam's best friend Daniel. Now, Emma tells us Taylor is an amazing, generous friend who spoils all of her friends and her family. Next to Taylor is Erin. Erin and Emma, they work... really backwards. Now, Emma and Erin work together at Warragul ED. Erin is honest, caring, and positive. And we also have Meg, the super hilarious, fun, and energetic lady who has been making Emma laugh since they met back in Year 7. Ladies, you all look absolutely stunning as well. Now, Sam is being supported today by his 4 closest friends. His best man, Daniel, has been through it all with Sam since they met back in Year 10. They originally hated each other until they ended up at a party together. And since then, well, they've been best mates. We have Jake, who Sam met through Chloe at BTV. And we have Lucas, who Sam met through Jake. They all played football and cricket together and became close friends. And we also have Ash. Sam met Ash at the same party he met Daniel. Now, I'm thinking this party must have been a good party. Because then they became friends also. And we're told that Sam is always up for a chat and a beer, so he's a good guy to have around. Guys, you have all scrubbed up brilliantly. Well done. Now, Emma and Sam, they've been together for almost 10 years. That's right, people, almost a whole decade spent together. They first met when they were just teens in high school. Emma and Sam's mutual friend Chloe was editing photos of her and Emma in the class one day. The stunner in those pics really spiked interest in Sam. Oh, what's her name? He asked. After that, Sam made a cheeky ad on Facebook. Back then, the high school Facebook status was, if you'll remember, like for a rate out of 10. So Emma liked Sam's status, and he rated her 9 out of 10. I was going to say, I feel like 10 is probably the right answer. So they started messaging each other and video chatting on MSN. It was that sort of blast from the past, MSN. Now, at first, Sam thought Emma was absolutely stunning. She was a little bit shy, and a little bit weird, given that on sports day she was wearing blue undies on the outside of her pants. But Emma also thought that Sam was extremely shy because he would barely look at her. She also thought he was super quiet, which it actually turns out is quite the opposite, as most of you should know. Now, over the past 10 years, they've been together, growing, learning, and building the very foundations of their relationship that has led them here today. Over time, they've seen some really high moments in their lives and some dark days too. Despite the highs and the lows and the many, many challenges that we all know that life can throw at you, they've been able to come together to support each other and face adversity. And this is the reason they knew they would spend the rest of their lives together. Once Sam had decided he wanted to propose, he started to put together a little bit of a plan. Step 1, go find that perfect ring. Mind you, this is no easy feat. He spent days going back and forth trailing the jewellers of Warragul, even enlisting the help of Taylor, and then not taking her advice at all. Now, once he'd found the one, he set about planning this proposal. But as you all know, not every good plan goes smoothly. First of all, in the morning was the stumble at work caught on CCTV cameras as Sam scraped his knees. Now, this forced him to scrap the whole down on one knee scenario. Second was his plan to knock on the front door and surprise Em in the afternoon. But as he got to the front door, he heard Em yelling at the dog and thought he better not. Now, we're lucky that Em's mum had convinced her to get that manicure along with her pedicure that day, because Sam, he eventually decided to just go inside and go for it. It was Emma's birthday, and he told her that morning that he had 2 surprises for her in the afternoon. He had both hands behind his back when he walked in and asked her to pick a hand. In the first hand was a chocolate bar. Now, I mean, everyone loves chocolate, right? But we all want to know what's in the other hand. In the other hand was that beautiful ring. And here we are today. Now, Sam and Emma are 2 individuals who truly love spending time together and couldn't imagine going through this crazy journey called life without one another. They are both fun, energetic, outgoing, and caring. Together, they both share an absolute love of good food, spending time with people, and being social. They love to travel, with their trips to Inverloch, going camping, and when COVID restrictions go, they can't wait to get back to Bali. Now, although they both share all of these similarities, their personalities can be quite different. While Sam is more practical minded, Emma is more book smart. While Sam likes to go with the flow, Emma is an organiser. Sam remains calm in conflict. Emma prefers to be loud and vocal. But they complement each other perfectly, the yin to each other's yang. When asked to describe each other in 3 words, Sam was all romantic in saying beautiful, caring, and intelligent. He says that Emma is extremely caring and cares about everyone and everything. She is so fun to be around and her energy is infectious. But on a little side note, Em, you put too much milk in the mash. Now, Emma describes Sam as funny, generous, and honest. She tells us he is a massive softie who puts on a brave face and loves how he's such a good role model to his nephews. Together, they value the friendship they share and the complete support and honesty they show to one another. They are both caring souls who truly love having fun together and value their ability to enjoy the simple and small things that life has to offer. They both want to raise a family, have a dog called Billy, be happy and successful in their own lives, ride their own path as a couple, not compare themselves to anyone else, and spend the rest of their lives together. Now, I would like to invite Courtney up to share a special reading with you all.
Love is an attitude. Every day you live, learn how to love. Take time with each other. Restore each other's soul with loving words. Receive love with as much as you understanding as you give to each other. Find that which is within yourself, then you can share it with each other. Do not fear this love and do not fear this marriage, but keep open hearts and sincere minds. Be two, constant and consistent in your love and in your actions. From this, as you know, comes security and strength. All that we love deeply becomes part of us. So even though you retain your individuality, today is a real sense of you also becoming one. That is that you may be deep and rewarding. Today, the day of your marriage, try to commit yourselves fully, freely, trustingly to each other without any reservations.
Good job, well done.
Now, Emma and Sam, I'm going to come over a little bit closer because I have questions for you both. Now, Emma, do you, Emma, promise to love Samuel and respect him, to share your life and your dreams, to build with him a home that is a place of love, happiness, commitment, and growth?
I do.
Do you promise to be a companion to him in all his successes and failures, his happiness and his sadness, to always give him your unwavering support and above all else the freedom to be Samuel?
I do.
Samuel? Do you promise to love Emma and respect her, to share your life and your dreams, to build with her a home that is a place of love, happiness, commitment, and growth?
I do.
Do you promise to be a companion to her in all her successes and failures, her happiness and sadness, to always give her your unwavering support and above all else the freedom to be Emma?
I do.
Now, as a registered marriage celebrant, I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to the law. Emma and Samuel, before you are joined in marriage, in my presence and the presence of the witnesses here, I am to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you're about to enter. Marriage, according to the law in Australia, is a union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. And now, on that note, serious, we have some vows. Emma and Sam have written their own.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Emma Nicole Duradowich, take you, Samuel James Joshua Carey, to be my lawful wedded husband. Samuel, I'm so happy to be standing here today, becoming your wife. Over the last 9 years, we have shared so many incredible memories together, overcome so many difficulties together, and that's why I know you are my perfect. You are my best friend, my supporter, lover, and my rock. I know that your mother would be so incredibly proud of the generous, caring, funny man you have become, as I am. You are the best partner, a fierce friend, and one day you'll be an amazing father. I promise to grow with you, motivate you, and support you. I promise these things, and all the days of our lives.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Samuel James Joshua Perry, take you, Emma Nicole Duradowich, to be my lawful wedded wife. I vow to be there. I will be there for you through the exciting times and the miserable times. I will be there with you through the silly times and the stinky times, which on occasions are the same times. I vow to love you. I will keep on loving you for the million little things you do that make you so unique and make me smile. I will even love you for the little things you do that make me frown. They are also part of who you are. I vow to support you. I will support you in every endeavour, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. I would include physically, but I've tried that, and I'm not strong enough. I vow to be honest. I will be honest with my actions and my words. I will stay true to you always, trustworthy and faithful. I will be straightforward and tell you when I am in need of your presence, your love, your support, and your honesty. Most of all, I vow to love you for the rest of my life.
Daniel, your moment to shine, please. Just joking, I hope. We have
On this day, I marry my best friend, the one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams. Samuel, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love and devotion. I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love. I join my life to yours to cherish and protect you as my husband, with all that I am, with all that I have. I honour you as my husband forevermore.
On this day, I marry my best friend, the one who shares my life, my love, and my dreams. And I give you this ring as a symbol for my love and devotion. I offer you my heart, my hand, and my love. I join my life to yours to cherish and protect you as my wife. With all that I am, with all that I have, I honour you as my wife forevermore.
Emma and Sam have similar beliefs about marriage. They believe that marriage should be respected greatly and worked on constantly. It's about compromise, forgiveness, having patience, and being there for each other through those good times and the bad. They've seen so many examples of what love and commitment looks like from all of you, many of you here today in the crowd. All of you who are here present today, you've witnessed the binding of this marriage between Samuel and Emma and the lifelong commitment that they've made to each other today. Those rings they've been given, the vows proclaimed, and their hearts are now one. In the presence of all of you here, it gives me great pleasure to declare you, Samuel and Emma, husband and wife. Sam, you may now kiss that beautiful wife of yours. Emma and Sam are going to sign the register and the marriage certificate, so I'd like to ask Chloe and Daniel to come forward to witness this. Now, also on the signing table, we have placed a photo and a candle, a photo of Linda, Sam's mum, and they'll be lighting that candle in honour of her memory today. This should take about 10 minutes and we'll return shortly, so just relax, sit down, enjoy the music, and we'll be back very, very soon. Feel free to come and take some photos, but just be mindful of our official photographer. We'll see you in a moment.
Something walking through
Can you guys hear me back there if I use my voice? I haven't lost it. Alright. G'day everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Rob Dradowich. I'm the father of the bride. This is my wife, Nicole. On behalf of the parents, Dennis and Sue, Jim, Nicole and myself, I'd like to officially welcome you to Sam and Emma's wedding. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate this special occasion with both of our families. For a large part of the last 12 months, the fact that we've been able to be here together to celebrate Emma and Sam's wedding has really been touch and go. So it's a great relief, I think, for all of us that we've made it through COVID-19 lockdown 1, 2 and 3, rings of steel, snap lockdowns and all sorts of restrictions to be here today. I'd also like to thank the bridal party, to Chloe, Berkey Taylor, Ash, Meg, Jake, Erin and Lucas. You've been wonderful supports to Emma and Sam over the past year, and we appreciate your dedication to your role. So well done. Thank you. Having children is an amazing experience. For me, it was a godlike feeling. I can make my own people. And as parents, your worldview changes. You become less concerned with what other people are doing and saying, and obsessed with being the best parent you can be. Watching this little person grow and feeling the pressure of getting it right, and knowing that you're going to make plenty of mistakes. But to be honest, Emma was an easy child to raise, and we feel lucky to have a daughter who took it easy on her parents most of the time. Despite that, Emma has been a contradiction to us at times. She's so strong and hard-headed, like most in our family, but like a true Cancerian, she's extremely sensitive and emotional at times. Emma's always been way too mature to Nicole and I. I think she's been more mature than us since she was about 12 years old. Most of our friends probably would agree with that. Yet she doubts herself and needs reassurance, and I think that's probably true of most of us from time to time. She works in a caring profession as a nurse and loves fixing people and helping them get better, which is why I'm always puzzled by her uncontrollable laughter when she sees someone fall over and hurt themselves. It would not be an understatement to say Nicole and I are super proud of our daughter. She's an energetic, organised, funny, and above all, caring person. We're proud of her achievements in graduating from school, getting a degree, and working in an important community role as a nurse in the emergency department at our local hospital. We're proud of the life she's made with Sam and Billy and the home they've created together, but most of all, we're proud of the person you've become. Kind, compassionate, determined, intelligent. We feel blessed to have had you as a daughter and look forward to seeing the next stages of your life evolve. Hopefully some great things. When I first met Sam, he was sitting in my spot on the couch. He had his arm around my daughter. And it would be fair to say that my natural instinct was to jump over the couch and strangle this kid who was touching my daughter. And instead I smiled through gritted teeth and I said, "G'day." I was determined not to like Sam. He had dreadlocks. He was a bit of a ratbag at school. He barracked for the Sydney Swans. And worst of all, he was dating my daughter. And I'm sure all the dads in the room can empathise with what I was feeling. But as determined as I was to not like Sam, I just couldn't help it. He's such a nice person. I love the fact that Sam is so calm and easygoing. It's a really pleasant change in our family, full of outspoken people who are constantly butting heads. I love being able to watch the footy and cricket with Sam and having a few beers. I love Sam's commitment to family, both his and ours. But most of all, I love that Sam loves Emma. And treats her the way any father would want a husband to treat their daughter. Normally, this is the bit where the father of the bride welcomes the son-in-law to the family. But for us, Sam's been part of our family for many years. So to Sam, thanks for being part of our family. We're grateful for the way you love and respect our daughter. So So this is the bit of the wedding where I'm supposed to give some advice to the new bride and groom. I've only been married once. It has been for 26 years. If I reflect on my achievements in my life, none comes anywhere close to the pride I take in my marriage and the partnership I've built with my wife Nicole. And if I can offer any advice to you, is to value your relationship and treat it with constant care and commitment. It's important to invest in the partnership you've created together. Getting married is not the time to rest on your laurels and think the hard work is done. Anything that's special and worth something requires effort, and I advise you to put effort into your care and love for one another. Often the things we fight about as couples are our differences, different opinions, different views on raising kids, what TV show to watch or which football team to support. Not all. For some people, the differences between two people are something to be feared or hidden or get too much and break the relationship. But to me, the differences between partners are a gift and should be looked at as making your partnership stronger together, because these differences mean that as a pair you round out each other's weaknesses with the other person's strengths. And as was said today, we call this yin and yang. So I encourage you not to see these differences as annoying or frustrating, but rather something to be valued and qualities that make your partnership richer and more diverse. So thank you. Can I ask you all to be upstanding? Charge your glasses. To the bride and groom, Emma and Sam.
If everyone can just quickly listen again, sorry. Yeah, if everyone can stay seated, dinner will be very soonly served. Cheers. Oi, shut up, listen here. So before we start the speeches, I just wanted to let everyone know, on your tables you should have a little QR code. So whatever photos that are taken today, they can be scanned and put on here, and it's a digital library, so Emma and Sam will be able to access those photos and use them however they want to. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll start the speeches, so Emma's maid of honour and Sam's best man.
Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and I've had the privilege of being Emma's maid of honour tonight. First things first, when I met Emma back in 2003, I could not pronounce her last name. So to me, she was Emma Witch, and from that day forward became my infinity friend. During our 18 years of friendship, we have had many memories. Actually, one of these memories is when we're at Rob and Nick's place, heading out to the trampoline, when Emma stood straight off the back deck into some dog poop with bare feet. I was the friend that sat by her side while she cleaned the poo from between her toes. Although, no doubt these days, with a few drinks under the belt, I would tell her to sit back, relax, I'll clean the crap from between your toes. On another note, leave the shit in the past. There are a few perks to having known Emma such a long time. That being that I know all of her talents and qualities, so I'm going to list a few for you. First, Emma has a divine singing voice. You will have been lucky to have heard it. Emma has the ability to tell when Sam is drunk when he's saying he's sober. Also, when Emma laughs, her nostrils flare in and out really fast. Emma is a persistent and determined person. Emma is loyal and she is loving. Finally, one of her best talents, in my opinion, is the ability to grow an ingrown toenail like a champion. Furthermore, I'd like to mention Emma's two sides. As she has grown into a beautiful young woman, she has learned to stand up for herself and her friends. This is the Emma you do not want to mess with because she's feisty. An example of this would be when she told the bouncer at a nightclub that if he didn't let her in, well, he better let her in because she was a nurse. Mind you, at this stage, she was still studying. However, Emma's other side has a lot to do with her career path, that being that she's extremely caring and willing to help anyone that needs it. I've been lucky enough to have such a special and caring friend to help me through my ups and downs that life has thrown my way. I'm forever grateful that our paths have crossed it. And now, onto Sam. Hang on a second. Where do I start? You're handsome, you have guns of steel, you're well full of wisdom, you're intelligent. I'm sorry, Sam, I just can't read your handwriting. I'm just going to read it. Sam, I really do think you're a top-notch guy, and although you have a lot of great jokes, and I know you get them from joke books, it's a really great quality that not everybody has. So in your honour, I have made sure to include a really good joke. Are you ready? It was such an emotional wedding, even the cake had tears. Although in all honesty, Sam, you're a great person and Emma couldn't have found a better match. Now to the newlyweds, I must say that Sam, you're a particularly lucky guy. Although Emma has been by your side for some time now, you'll leave here tonight with a wife who's caring, loving and willing to do just about anything for you. And Emma, you've stood by Sam for some time now as well. And you'll leave here tonight with a beautiful dress, gorgeous flowers, and no longer having to write such a long last name that no one can pronounce. Putting all the silliness aside, it is said that cuddling is one of the most romantic things you can do with your partner. It is more than mere intimacy, it is a comforting message. May the two of you continue to cuddle and send each other messages till the end of time. I honestly couldn't have been happier for the both of you here tonight. My dear friends, with everything you have achieved together, I'm extremely proud of the people you have become. Will everyone please raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Perry?
Nicely done, Chloe.
Michael, hello, Daniel.
Okay, so to those who don't know me, my name's Daniel. I've got the absolute privilege to speak to you all tonight. Just before we do get into things, thanks to everyone who's put so much time and effort in making the day possible. Doesn't go unnoticed, so thanks so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, how stunning's the bride look tonight? You scrub up pretty well too, mate. So, I first met Sam when I moved to Druin Secondary College in Year 10. And just like all good friendships, we didn't get along at first. It wasn't until we started playing footy at the same club we became good mates. It didn't take me long to realise that Sam was more interested in fighting on the field rather than playing the game. Things got to the point where the team directed a rule at Sam that if you started a fight or gave away a 50-metre penalty, you would have to buy the team beers after the game. So from that day forward, the team drank for free. Shows how much of a team player you are, mate. You're extremely generous that year. So I first met Emma the same year. We were in the same history class together. Emma, being a year younger than everyone in the class, was also the smartest. Actually, sorry, I take that back. You can't be that smart. You just married Sam. All jokes aside, a smart, kind, caring person like yourself only deserves the best, and there's no doubt you found that in Sam. So we fast forward a few years. Me, Sam, Emma and Chloe were all moving together. I think it's fair to say we had a few brother-sister fights, but I think we're all extremely grateful for the time we spent together. It didn't just shape us into better friends, but better people as well. I know I'll cherish it for the rest of my life. It's crazy to see how far you two have come in the past few years. Really does show that hard work pays off. I couldn't be happier for you both, and there's no doubt in my mind, mate, that your mum's looking down from heaven, extremely proud of you. I'm incredibly honoured to be involved in your special day, as is everyone else in this room. I'd just like to say, Emma and Sam, may you always find comfort and strength, endless happiness, and love in one another. Please join me as we raise a glass to the newlyweds. To the happy couple.
Alright, well I guess it's my turn now. So firstly, I've kind of just got a few people to thank. So I'd like to thank everyone, all of you guys, to be here with us today to celebrate our journey together. You've all had an integral part in who we both are today and as a couple. The first thing I would like to say is a big thanks to Mum and Dad, Nicole and Rob, for your love and support. You both have demonstrated throughout my life what a loving, committed relationship looks like, and that's led me in to my relationship. I would also like to thank Sam's dad Dennis and his stepmum Sue for all their hard work and contribution to our life and the wedding. A special mention to Auntie Sim and my grandma Lois for setting up this beautiful space for us today. You've done an amazing job. And a big shout out to Auntie Angie for making my incredible wedding cake over there. Good job. Now to my husband. First time I get to say that. I feel like we've been always meant to be together. I feel like we've been put on earth to support each other in the tough and most difficult times, but also to relish in the good. I know that if you are by my side, everything will be okay. I know that in my victories, you'll be cheering me on. You're my best friend and the one that I want to see every night and wake up to every morning. Thank you for being you, everything you do for me. I love you, my husband.
Let's get another really big round of applause for the speeches. Oh, awesome. Really well. So if everyone can stay seated, Emma and Sam are going to go cut their cake. He's lost it apparently. Yeah, so if everyone can stay seated, that'd be awesome. Cheers.